Welcome back to On the Sticks, where we provide you with the information you need so you can spend more time on the sticks. I'm Sticks, and we finally got a brand new look at an upcoming Ubisoft game. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to help directly support the channel here. Thanks. A couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, around E3 time, or like right before reports of a new Ubisoft game leaked out in the Tom Clancy universe, and of course rumors went wild to what it could be. You know, of course, people really want a new Splinter Cell game, but once again, no new Splinter Cell game, but characters from Splinter Cell added to a game. So we are getting our first looks at Tom Clancy's, I think it's a Tom Clancy, another Tom Clancy title, but Xdefiant. And I can't help but to think of Disney XD every time I see the logo and the colors of the game, because it strays away from the traditional Tom Clancy stuff of the dark colors, the bland colors, and it goes very vibrant. What word did they use? They might have used technicolor chaos or something like that. And I know in the video they described it as a mashup between the Tom Clancy stuff and a punk rock mosh pit type thing. But the game's in early development. It's going to be free to play, and it's a 6v6 arena shooter type game. So think of games like Overwatch, Valorant, Rogue, what's that joint called? Rogue Galaxy? No, Rogue Legacy? What is that game? Rogue Company. Yeah, games like that where it's your team going against another team in modes like team deathmatch, and also modes like, I think, like domination and escort. You know, everybody hates escort missions on anything except for in these kind of games. I guess people enjoy the escort mode in the arena based games. But yeah, 6v6 arena combat. They iterated time and time again in the video that it is gunplay heavy, and they want to prioritize gunplay to have the guns feel great, feel good, feel accurate, responsive, customizable, stuff like that. You know, the things you expect from a Tom Clancy shooter, because they want to emphasize that this game is a shooter first. They made sure to go out their way to point that out, that it is a shooter first. But with it being a class-based game, you have your different classes, and in this game they took their different properties and made different factions from different games into the classes that you could select from. Kind of where they got the name for the game from Defiant. You know, you got the Defiant characters from the games in the game. So you got your Wolves, which will be your tank class, your Outcasts, which will be the healer class, the Cleaners, that's the assault class, and Echelon, the support class. And they stated additional Defiants will be added as the game evolves, drawing on a range of characters and abilities from the Tom Clancy universe and beyond. So I'm interested to see what other factions or character groups they add to the game, and what other properties they add to the game in general. You see what games like Fortnite are doing, where they're adding people or characters from anything into the game. So this could be their chance to do something similar. And I wonder, will they also add actual heroes into the game? Because right now they're just adding like the bad guy factions they face in the game. So could we see like a Watch Dogs protagonist, or Far Cry protagonist, or shoot, I guess Tom Clancy, not Tom Clancy, but I guess shoot, who else is a protagonist from their games? I guess whoever is a protagonist for any of their games. I wonder will we see some of them added, you know, or will it just all be bad guy groups put into the game? But if you guys would like a class and faction breakdown based off this video, please let us know down in the comments below, and we'll take a minute and highlight each faction and give a little bit of their backstory so you get a feel for who they are before the games comes out. Let us know. It does feature full crossplay at launch. That's always good. More and more games, hopefully, will start to have that. I think we're getting there. I believe Ubisoft is probably doing a pretty good job of trying to have all their upcoming games have it, or attempting to have it. I know the new Rainbow Six Extraction, I think that's what it's called, Extraction or whatever, that just got delayed, but it's gonna have cross-play and cross progression, things like that. So definitely need more games to have that coming up. I would love for like sports games and stuff to have it, but that's a topic for another time, you know. It said it will have indoor and outdoor maps based upon iconic Ubisoft properties, I believe, or Tom Clancy properties, you know. So I'm not sure what would be some iconic places to put into the game, but I'm sure fans of those games will recognize the locations instantly. I play a lot of Ubisoft games, but I feel like no location really stands out to me. I don't think, not off the top of my head anyway. Another thing they wanted to highlight with the new trailer was personalized playstyles. Players can personalize their Xdefiant to match their playstyle. Player can choose a faction, traits, abilities, and ultras. Then select from an arsenal of primary and secondary weapons, attachments, and a device to complete their loadout, and even tweak it on the fly after respawning to adapt to an ever-changing battlefield. And from the trailer, you can see like the different weapons they were using from different games. I've seen a lot of stuff from the Division that I recognize. I want to say one of the abilities I've seen definitely reminds me of the shield from Overwatch. But from the way they word this, I wonder, can you select different ults for your character? I was thinking each faction or whatever had that specific ult, but maybe you can actually pick between different ones from the class. Let's say the tank has more than one kind of ult or whatever, or the healer has more than one kind. You know, at first I was thinking it was all tanks had the same thing, all healers had the same, you know. But from what they're saying, you can pick between different ones. So I'm interested to see how that turns out. And I'm interested to see the equipment, the traits, the abilities, all that stuff, you know. The games look it looks pretty interesting to say the least. And the fact that it's free to play, you're not really losing anything by trying it out, but it is in early development once again, so there's really no telling when we'll actually see the final game. I know they are having their first playtest on August 5th for PC players, so if you want to try that out, check the link down below in the description to go sign up for the first upcoming playtest. But I think the game looks pretty interesting. It's definitely something completely different from Tom Clancy side of games. You know, we're not used to vibrant colors like this, you know, the cartoony looks. You know, they're definitely going for a more fast-paced game, a more, I would say kid friendly, just because of the colors and stuff, but not necessarily kid friendly because it's still guns and shooting and stuff like that, but more vibrant feel. And like I said, more fast paced. That's not really something that's usually highlighted in these Ubisoft Tom Clancy games. But I think they could have a decent game on their hands. Like I said, with it being free to play, that's a great start to get a big player base into the game. And with it being crossplay, you're gonna increase your player pool, which make matches connect faster, quicker to find groups to play with, stuff like that. So, you know, more power to Ubisoft as they're continuing to make more and more games as a service, because this is definitely going to be a games as a service type thing with them adding more classes. I'm sure they're going to add more locations, probably more everything, weapons, whatever they can think of, anything they can tie in to promote another game. I'm sure you're going to see some Far Cry stuff in here, some Assassin's Creed stuff, some Watch Dogs stuff. Any Ubisoft property, you'll probably see something placed in here. It's a good way for them to promote their other products. So I'm not mad at it at all. It's something I will probably check out. I would definitely check it out at some point. I'm actually going to sign up for the playtest. Hopefully I can get into it. I hate that the first playtest is for PC only, which is for console, but hey, it is what it is. I'm sure they will have some console playtests at some point as well. But you guys, let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. Does it look like something you may be interested in? Is it something you're going to take a hard pass on? What did you like about the trailer? What didn't you like? What's most worrying about the game? I'm sure there's going to be some broken stuff whenever the game comes out. Some completely broken classes or abilities or perks, because that's usually how these games start out. Classes are completely broken, or somebody's ability is super OP, or some gun is just too powerful, you know. Especially if you play Warzone and Apex and stuff like that, y'all know how they be having to nerf stuff down all the time. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends, and be sure to check back here daily for more content from us on the Sticks. Thanks.